Hello YouTube, welcome to a new channel. Right here in front of us we have a 2015 Honda Civic Si, also known as the FG4. Well, being the first video of the channel, I'm kind of going to be explaining what it's going to be about and what the plans is for this channel, and just try to grow from there, right? Well, to start off, as you can see, I actually just bought this car. I got it literally yesterday. It's a really nice car. Has about 88,000 miles. Needs a little bit of work. Nothing too bad. As you can tell, the wheels are pretty curved up. The color match is a little interesting on the rear bumper with the quarters. And then there's a little bit of touch-up paint right here. Got to get that fixed. Other than that, it's in pretty decent shape. Really like it. Pretty stock. Actually, it looks like it has some lowering springs. I'm not sure what kind of brand it is. She is a little lowered. But other than that, it's pretty much stock. If I'm honest with you, it did have some sort of really light tint in the front windows. I think it had like about 35 or even 50, something stupid light. I went ahead and took those off yesterday, actually, when I had the chance. I did end up leaving the back tint on there. That's gonna be too much of a freaking hassle. I kind of already have an idea as to what I want to do to this, but I didn't really get to do too much to the one I used to have. So the reason I bought this car was it to be a daily, right? A daily for that thing right there, my 23 Honda Civic Si, also known as the FE1. So yes, I definitely put some money into this thing right here. Before I get into this one, I just want to talk a little bit about this one. This is going to be the main car that I'm going to be posting up for the YouTube at least, right? For videos. This is going to be my content right here. I want to slowly build this up. I just want to give you a little bit of an idea of what I'm going to do, what kind of, what my taste looks like. So, I already have a few things on order. Like I mentioned about the tint earlier, I took the old ones off because I am going to make it darker. I can't be seen in half a fishbowl, really. I don't like that. I don't like being seen. So it's gonna be tinted up. I'm thinking about doing 5% all around and 35 on the windshield. Other than that, I do need to get visors. I love getting me visors. I'll try to see if I can get them from HIC visors. I've usually used that company for all the cars I've owned before. Love them. They have a really nice style. And other than the visors on the outside, I do need to go ahead and check and see and get some LED lights. And then the fog lights down here, looks like the previous owner actually went ahead and put some sort of like little vinyl or like yellow sticker on them. They're all burnt out now with regular bulbs in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up those fogs, get some yellow LED fogs, install those. I'm also going to go ahead and get the red Honda badges for the front, rear, and the steering wheel. That's going to be the outside for now. I'm going to slowly work my way into the suspension. So like I mentioned before, it does have lowering springs, but I rather run coilovers. I'm going to see what brand I end up getting, either TNs, maybe BC coilovers. Just depends. I mean, I'm more into trying to basically just boost it in the future. That's my goal with this thing. I want to do at least 400 to 500 wheel, since I can't do it to that thing over there. I'll get into that later. Anyways, for the outside, I also ended up ordering the back glass HIC window visor. I'm gonna be getting those soon. That soon, I should say. It's just one thing. I'm gonna slowly go ahead and also, like I mentioned earlier as well, fix this quarter panel right here down here, there's also like a little dent. I know it's a little hard to see, and just a few chips and scuffs on that door as well. And most likely see if I could get these wheels sent out to get repaired, and also get some tires. There are some things I do need to replace on the car. For example, I got this little applique right here that is basically broken. It has a missing tab on there. That's on the outside. Other than that, it's pretty decent. On the inside, on the other hand, the only thing I really noticed was a small little scratch right here in the dash. I'm not tripping about that. And also, yeah, the e-brake button right here. Gotta get a new one of those, that's for sure. And then, I mean, the seat, nothing terrible on there. I don't mind it. It's an older car, you know, 10 years old. I'm not tripping. So yeah, just a few things on the outside that I want to do to this car. A few small cosmetics, flaws and whatnot I just need to fix up here and there. So what I noticed when driving it, when I'm going through the gears, fourth gear, you go into it and it has a small little like crunch, right? It's only a little bit for like a split second, and then you're good. So I'm guessing it might be like a synchronizer and transmission or something like that. I'm hoping it's nothing too big. I'm gonna try to get that fixed. We'll see what's up in the future. That's one of the things I do have to work on first. Other than that, we're just gonna go ahead and just see where the future takes us with this thing. But this is definitely gonna be a build I am willing to take my time with and basically just make it look right. Whatever I couldn't do to my last FG4, I want to make sure I do it to this one. All right, so coming back to this thing, the FE1, right? As you can see, I've done a few things to it already on the outside. Carbon hood, carbon fenders, intercooler, lowered on BC coilovers with RPF 1s and some Brembos with a full, you know, little Yofer kit. Really nice. She's a little dirty, sorry about that. Haven't washed her. I gotta make sure I do that sometime soon. I went ahead and moved it up a little bit so you can see the back. All right, so with the outside, I have a little bit done to it. So I got the Yofer V2, I believe, diffuser in the rear, the Yofer V2 side skirts, and then, if I remember correctly, V1 front bumper lip. As for the inside, she's a little dirty again. I haven't washed her in a little bit, sorry about that. I do have a carbon fiber steering wheel with a hybrid racing short shifter and a K-tuner. Let me go ahead and pop the hood for y'all. As to what I have under the hood, I don't got too much going on. I do have a PRL intercooler with the charge pipes. I do have the turbo inlet pipe from PRL, as well as a PRL short ram intake, and I do have a full exhaust. I have the PLM downpipe with the PRL front pipe, and I have the Remark catback exhaust on this thing. It is tuned. I actually recently just bought a tune from Faribault. If I'm honest with you, yes, it's an off-the-shelf type of tune. This tune is actually really interesting because I also bought the two-step performance Tune Plus, I believe it's called, something like that. And I'm actually comparing and contrasting them, and they each definitely feel different. For example, the Faribault tune kind of makes it seem like it loads the boost before it gives you everything, if that makes sense. So it's like loading the boost, right? Compared to the two-step, it gives you the boost right away, and then it slowly just lets go of the boost after a certain amount of RPM. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make another video. I'm gonna have to make a separate video from that one of these days and just, you know, compare and contrast on video. So I'll do that in the future for sure. yeah, so I've actually been owning this thing since August 23. I've been having it since, so almost 2 years, and it's, you know, came this far. Fun little car to drive. It's definitely something you can't push too much either when it comes to power. As you guys know, these L15 motors are just very, very sensitive. I think with the variable tune that I'm running, it's pushing about 240 to the wheels. And actually, the reason I ended up buying that was because this one needs some motor work. I've started getting some light blue smoke on the exhaust. So that could be one of a few things. It could be turbo seals, or it could be a valve seal. Just you know, some seals or something that went bad into the motor down there. I do not have the upgraded APR studs, so when I go ahead and start fixing this thing and replacing those seals and whatnot, which I'm hoping it is that, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade those studs as well while I'm at it. So yeah, this thing definitely fun to drive, love it and everything, but it has 35,000 miles. I'm usually beating on it, if I'm honest with you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get her fixed up, buy whatever she needs, and I'm gonna let her rest for a little while. And that's pretty much why I ended up getting this one, the FG4, because these motors are definitely reliable. You could beat on these. These are super fun. And man, I mean, we're gonna see. I definitely want to boost this in the future, and yep, definitely have my fun with it. Also, I forgot to mention, I do have a stage 2 competition clutch on this one. Definitely really nice. It makes a huge difference from upgraded clutch to a stock clutch. That really threw me off, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. So hopping in from this one and going into that one, and then especially hopping out of this one to go into that one, is one hell of a difference.